Hello and welcome to our daily meditations. We are into week 10. It's amazing. Not that long to go. So glad you've joined. Let's start out with the warm-up meditation. So just taking your seat such that you're comfortable but not too comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it all the way out, completely emptying your lungs. Once again, take a nice deep breath in, but this time hold it at the top for a moment. And then let it out very slowly. Starting to become aware of your breathing. And in your own time, when you get to the bottom of that, let's do that again. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it at the top for a moment. Once again, letting it out very slowly. Getting in touch with your body. Noticing where you're holding tension. Letting it go. And then allow your breathing to return to normal. It's allowing your attention to settle. Becoming fully absorbed in this breath. Giving yourself permission to let everything else fall away. All the worries, to-dos, responsibilities, concerns, they're all important, but just for a few minutes, we're going to put them on hold. And settle the attention, just getting fully absorbed in this breath. And whenever the mind hijacks your attention, just noticing it and allowing it to fall away again, returning back to the next breath. We do that over and over and over. And we're just for about 3 minutes. And take a deep breath in. Let it all the way out. Allowing your attention to expand, to notice all the physical sensations in your body. Noticing the big obvious ones. Perhaps what you're sitting on, or if there's a part of your body in pain or discomfort. But also noticing the rest of your body, noticing all the tiny little sensations throughout your body. The tips of your toes, tips of your fingers, all the way to the top of your head. Some sensations are loud and calling for our attention. Some are really subtle. Just noticing all of them. Checking in with yourself, noticing what the emotional feeling in your body feels like. Opening yourself up to just notice it, not necessarily naming it, or having a conversation about it. Just simply noticing that emotional feeling, whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable, whether it's what you want to feel or not. Just for a few seconds, simply noticing what it is. And take a deep breath in. And let it all the way out. When you're ready, open your eyes, connect yourself back into your room. So in week 10, we talked a bit about health. We did 3 different meditations, and this week we'll do all 3 of those meditations. Not every day, but today last night I introduced this slightly different meditation of noting, where we're just taking this awareness of our mind up a notch. And so instead of just noticing when our mind has hijacked our attention, so we're on the breathing, and then we're off for however long we're off. And then we notice, I'm not paying attention to the breathing. I'm thinking about something else. Rather than then just going straight back to the breath, just taking a moment to pause and simply notice what type of thought it was. Not with a great deal of effort. We're not going into some philosophical thing about where this thought came from or anything like that. Just, so if it's complicated or confusing or you're not sure, just say to yourself, thinking. And then go back to the breath. And then your mind might be going, but what was that thought really about? Well, see if you can let that go and see if you can really do that exercise of starting again and just resetting and becoming fully absorbed in the next breath and just forgetting about what just happened. And then again, your mind will go somewhere and you'll suddenly catch it and you'll be rehashing a conversation or thinking about something you need to do or something in the news or whatever. And then see if you can catch it and go, I'm worrying. And then drop it. And then go back to the breath. Or solving problems. Go back to the breath. Thinking about the past. Okay. Go back to the breath. So just give it your best shot. Don't try and be perfect with this. Just play with it. Have fun with it. See if it does something in terms of this, just kicking up this awareness of thoughts just a little bit to become a little bit more sensitive to the way your mind is working. And then returning back to the breath. Okay, so taking your seat such that you're comfortable but alert. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it all the way out. Once again, nice deep breath in, but this time hold it at the top for a moment. And then let it out very slowly. Just releasing any tension you're holding in your body as you breathe out. Noticing your shoulders, your lower back, your face. Allowing your breathing to return to normal. Allowing yourself to become fully absorbed in this breath right now. When the mind hijacks your attention, just noting what type of thought it was, and then going back to the breath. And we'll do this for about 10 minutes. About 3 minutes in, and just remind you that it's not about being perfect. It's about these two different things. There's the moment when we get absorbed by the breathing and the mind rests. And then there's the distraction, which will happen, and then there's noticing the distraction, noting it, and then returning the attention back to the breath. All part of the process. So be very gentle with yourself when you get distracted. It's not a bad thing, it's an inevitable thing. But then returning the attention back to the breath. a few minutes left. Just encourage you to keep persevering. Keep returning your attention over and over. Doesn't matter how many times you've been distracted or for how long. Just keep making that gentle effort to keep starting again. And take a deep breath in. Let it all the way out. And once again, expanding your attention to become aware of all the sensations in your body. There may be some big obvious ones calling for your attention, but just also opening up to the awareness of all of the little sensations. Once again, opening yourself up to check in with yourself and just notice what you're feeling emotionally. Not naming it, having a conversation about it, or trying to resist it, or just opening yourself up to simply notice what the feeling feels like, just for a couple of seconds. And take another deep breath in. And let it all the way out. When you're ready, open your eyes, connect yourself back into your room. So, once again, congratulations. You made it. It's a day with meditation. Well done. Very impressed. Thank you for joining. And if I can, just invite you to today to just pick up on that thing we talked about last night, about just noticing what is your attitude towards your body. I'm not saying you have to now be perfect and healthy and all those kinds of things, but just really exploring what is your relationship with your body. Just noticing it, noticing how you treat it, how you take it for granted, how you notice what's wrong with it. And maybe just try and, when you notice that, see if you can also notice what's right about it. That simple exercise of just noticing what's good as simply as a balance to the fact that most of the time all we do is notice what's bad. So we're doing that. It's almost like we're noting what's going on in our mind in relationship to our body. Just play with it. See what happens. Thank you very much. Hope to see you same time, same place tomorrow.